When AFA is voted in and we begin bargaining our contract, who will handle our negotiations, and will we all be informed before decisions are made?
Let me start on it, if I could, Vida. The way the negotiating process works is that the first step, whether it's for a first contract or whether it's for an established contract that's open for amendments, is the very first thing we do is we survey the flight attendants involved, because we want to know, your committee wants to know exactly what your priorities are, what you want them to focus on. So every flight attendant has the opportunity to have their voice heard and express their priorities for contract negotiations. Your primary committee are flight attendants. They'll be Delta flight attendants. They will be supported by a professional negotiator, one of our staff negotiators who will be with them at the table at all times. They'll also be supported by our research department and any outside economic analysts that are required. All the professional support that you need. But our philosophy at AFA is that the only people who really know what flight attendants need and want are flight attendants. So that's why the primary committee will be made up of Delta flight attendants. Whatever this committee is able to negotiate with Delta management will be submitted to the Delta flight attendants for a vote. No AFA contract is ever implemented until the flight attendants have voted that they agree with what the committee has negotiated, and that is, by majority vote, they have approved that.
And I'd like to tag on that anybody who works for Delta Airlines as a flight attendant, especially anybody watching this webcast, because that shows a certain level of involvement that impresses me greatly, but any Delta flight attendant is capable and eligible to be on that negotiating committee. All they have to do is express an interest and step forward and say, I want to participate.